Okay, I'm gonna have to do a clap sync, so... Ha! Ba, 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 ba. That should be good enough. Hello everyone, welcome. Hello everyone. Today, I'm gonna be unboxing something new. That's right. Hello there. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Hello everybody and welcome back to unboxing. Hi, I have a new instrument that came about 2 weeks ago, so I've just been letting it sit in my house so the warranty wears off before I open it. Then if there's something wrong with it, I can't do anything about that. Yeah, so I bought a bass ukulele. You know, 2 videos ago I put the low G string on my ukulele so it sounds more beefy, so it's a tenor too. So, you know, I got a ukulele and I was like, no, I wanna get something beefy. I want bass. So I got the tenor. But that wasn't enough for me. I needed the low G string so I could have bass. But you know what? As much as I've really loved it, and I've actually come accustomed to it, and I think I prefer it over the high G string in general. But I was like, no, this isn't enough. I need more bass. So I got a bass ukulele. The reason why it's been sitting around is because I was actually renting out a mandolin, and I was gonna make a video on that. I didn't make too much progress, but it's going back today, so I'm gonna open this up and move on to the next instrument. I don't think I'll pick up mandolin. It was fun, but maybe not quite for me. I'll give you a little sample. I just play what I know. Oh, actually, you guys would hear this. I played this mandolin for the little short single I did when I saw myself. That's the last video I posted a few days ago. So you can check that out over there, right here. You can check it out right here if you are interested, and it will be in the description. So I'll just play what I know on the mandolin. So this real funky F. There we go. It's a beautiful instrument. I don't think I'll keep playing it, or at least I'm not going to pick it up majorly now. I'm going to move on to this boy back here. So let's unbox it. Okay, hey, it's me again. Okay, we're gonna unbox this. Pretty big package. It doesn't weigh an awful lot, which is a little bit concerning. It feels about the right weight. Okay, so mostly gonna be using this camera now, but let's just go ahead with it. Okay, here it is. The big box. Oh. This was a very cheap ukulele. I was gonna get one from my local business, but it didn't work out. And so this is a fretless one, and I'll talk more about the details later. But it was super cheap, like 169 Canadian dollars. Now usually, I have a link of it in the description, but usually a bass ukulele would run you about $250 to $600. $300 is like the standard for like a good one. So this is like half as much. So we'll see how we get. We might get a few little nicks, and you know, apparently the quality control isn't very good. But it is a bass ukulele, and it is my most expensive instrument by far. Let's go. It's a big box with a smaller box inside. See? So this is just... that's just nothing. but I love having a big box. I can fit in here probably. Here it is. Now, one of the more appealing things about a bass ukulele is it's a lot smaller than an actual bass. It's even, I was around the size of a baritone. So, I put the ukulele aside because fit in here. Ignore the Discord notifications you might be hearing. Okay, I'm speaking to you from beyond this realm. I'm currently in the box right now. See? I'm in the box. Ah! It's like a puppet show. Okay, let's get to the bass ukulele. Enough monkeying around. Enough monkeying around. Okay guys, it looks like it is actually a ukulele. Well, that's fun, isn't it? What's AKLOT? I'm scared. Oh, an Allen key? Look at this bag. Look at this bag. Do you know what I got with my $60 ukulele? This bag. Look at this. I just have to use the 2 camera angles all the time now. Oh! We have a really fancy ukulele strap. The strap that came with my $60 one was pretty cheap. So we got this sweet, sweet strap here. I'll show you on the nicer camera. So, the mic's down here. It's this smooth kind of leathery, it's cheap leather but still leathery kind of material. And then we have this really wonderful, it has a lot of grain here, listen. Checkerboard pattern, high contrast, I love it. So let's head back down to this camera. So we got a sweet strap. My head is shining so brightly right now. Let's move on to the dingleberry, the case. So let's have a look at this case. So it's a really nice fabric, listen. There you go. I'm just assuming you guys can feel stuff through sound. I interpret things a lot through texture, and the sound of a texture tells me a lot about an object. So we've got a front pocket here for all your little things. There's nothing in it right now, but this feels sturdy. It's not hard, but it's very padded, and it's like a backpack, so I can do this. 10 hut. Yeah, so it's got adjustable straps here. It's like a sweet backpack. I might just use this as a backpack. But let's open it up for the actual uke. The bass. It's a heavenly glow. It comes with a little disc battery there. It comes with 2. Wow, look at that deal. I'm so excited. Ah! It is beautiful. Now, the only downside I ever heard about this thing is that it has poor quality control, and so there's some buzzing on some of the string, and some people had like little dents and nicks. This seems pretty flawless. I'm gonna grab the other camera for a close-up. It's pretty messy down here, but look how gorgeous this is. Look how thick those strings are. The bridge has a little turny bit. This is beautiful. I'll get some other shots in, some detail shots, but it has kind of a built-in amplifier tune, I think. Not amplifier, sorry. like something to adjust volume, bass, you know, treble and stuff, a little equalizer, and it also has a tuner, which is awesome. That's what the batteries are for. But wow, isn't it beautiful? You can see some of my setup there. Bunch of boxes I stacked the camera on. Hello, hello. So for comparison's sake, this is my tenor ukulele. The bass is much larger than it, but it's nowhere near the size of a bass guitar. But let's have a sound sample. So first of all, we have a tenor ukulele, which is the deepest, the biggest ukulele aside from the baritone. Now the bass ukulele isn't really technically a ukulele, it's more of just like a compressed bass, but it's a bass ukulele to me. If I exclude the low G string, nice. And with the extra bass, this is. Now this won't be in tune, I bet. It's tuned like a bass also, but let's just hear this. So this is the highest string. Lower. Lower. And then the big thick spaghetti string. It's so thick that it bashes against the second one. So it makes this one vibrate. Now this is such low tension, like look at this. Let's just get on to tuning it. So I'm going to use the guitar tuner app. So we're going to just tune it like a bass. So we're just going to use the guitar tuner app. Yeah, it's pretty popular. It's on Play Store, I assuming it's on Apple also. So we're just going to change the tuning to bass. I'm going to go for 4-string. Tuning is E, A, D, G. I didn't even know that. So this is what we're going to go for. So, as I suspected, way too low. Give it a little stretch, as always. E, A, D, G. On my tenor ukulele, this was the lowest note. And then I put on the low G. Octave. No, I think that's the same octave. But that's the lowest there. But also this is a fretless ukulele, bass ukulele. Let me explain, as far as I know, the difference with fretted and fretless. Bam! There's your sync. Okay, so I got a lot to juggle right here. Okay, so for basically, when you play a note on a fretted instrument, you usually put your finger anywhere, you press hard anywhere between the frets. So in this, if I want to play a C note, I can play one here. This is C5. This is just a C4. This is a C5 right here. Sorry, right here, third fret. Okay, so basically, while they are wound, like, this is choking it down one fret, right? But this is where the point of tension is. So realistically, when I just ping this, everything beyond this fixed point, because this point is in tension, I mean, it's all in tension, but this bit is pressed down by that angle. So it's like I'm pushing down on the fret. So everything below this point vibrates, and so that's the length of the string that vibrates, is everything under this point to this point, right? If I press down here, what I'm actually doing is I'm pressing it down, and the frets, these metal bumps here, mean that the string is pinned down here and here, and so the lowest point of tension is right below me on this fret. Everything below that fret is what vibrates. So the whole string below this point is vibrating. And so if there's no frets, that means I actually have to push down, instead of having to push down anywhere in this area, I have to push down precisely here. Precisely here. And so when I go to this one, there's no fret. It's flat. See? those lines are just markers, it's flat. And so what would happen is if I just did it normally like it's fretted, depending on where I put it in this range, it will sound different. So it can sound, so doing this fret, this section can sound anywhere from to. So it actually has, I have to have my finger right on the line. So it does that. So it is difficult, but you can slide better. And as it's loose, the strings won't slap against the frets either. And because there's not metal all the way along the fretboard, it also sounds slightly different. And it gives you more freedom. I hear it's harder to pick up, but I really wanted to get a fretless one. I don't know much about difference between fretted and fretless, but that's what I know. So, there we go. Okay, so right now I want to talk about strings, basically. So, if you have a look at the strings, they're pretty thick. They're basically kind of rubbery plastic stuff. It's kind of hard to, they're smooth. It's a little hard to slide, really easy to slide. Or if you kind of have slightly moist fingers, sometimes they judder along a little bit. So these are Aquila strings again. These are Thundergut strings. Consists of a special plastic compound developed by us. The acoustic performance of the Thundergut strings is far better than ordinary strings of polyurethane or silicone rubber available in the market. Okay, so they're not rubber. So these strings are, in fact, they're so smooth I can't even get any texture sounds, which is nice because I don't really like when metal strings go like. I think I actually don't dislike them as much as I thought I did, but it has none of that, which is cool. Strap. Okay, so I popped the strap on. It's pretty comfortable. It's a little twisted here. I can fix that up, but I'm just playing around. I don't know any songs. Yeah, so I'm just going to quickly show you the adjustable neck, and then I'm going to go away and do my thing for the rest of the day, and in the evening, I might film it tonight or tomorrow morning. I'm going to show you progress. I'll try and play something, a beginner something, I don't know. Yeah, so I'm just going to show you the adjustable neck now. Basically, you get this Allen key in the box, and right here, just inside the hole, there's a little thing for the Allen key, and basically, if you just pop that in, you can loosen the neck thing, and so it should go up and down. Yeah, I think this is a little bit too advanced for me. I'm not going to do that, but I think basically it changes the angle of the neck, and so if you like loosen it, I think it raises higher, and so the strings are either higher or lower to the fretboard, which can be helpful, especially for a fretless one. So it also has these little markings on the side. Yeah, it's got one for the 3rd, the 5th, the 7th, the 9th, and the 12th. Yeah, it's awesome. It has a little EQ thing and a tuner on the side if you put the batteries in. I'll do that at some point. I might show you later on in the video. But yeah, it's awesome. It looks great. The plan right now is I'm gonna go turn my mandolin to the music store. I just today went in and inquired about getting a job somewhere part-time for on top of my full-time college work, 5 classes. So that's gonna be interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna do some detail shots later, and I will see you. I'll probably see you next when I'm showing you. I'll probably talk about it a little bit and give a little review after having it for like a day, and then I will try and show you a song or a bass. I'll try and show you a beginner bass line that I learned. Hopefully, I will learn one. But yeah, I'll see you for now, and yeah, I'll see you for now. Hi everyone, hello. So I've been practicing for a little bit. I've been pretty busy today. But yeah, I've learned some bass lines, some very basic stuff. Haven't spent too long on it, but it's going pretty good. So obviously I started with All Star, because you gotta start with All Star. It's a classic. Okay, ready? That's the loop. And I can even do doubles. For the chorus bit, or getting into it, I got the transition. I lost the rhythm. I tried to go back into the original bass line there, but I lost it. Yeah, I know some bass players go like this. Kinda, you go like this because you can do it faster. Really bad frame rate right here. But yeah, I also had to learn a bit of the 7 Nation, just like the first little bit of 7 Nation Army. There we are. And I've been trying to learn Billie Jean. Let me try again. Kind of. So I'm getting somewhere. Hello everybody. It's taken me a few weeks to edit this video, but just for some closing thoughts, I love this thing. This thing is great. Yeah, I've really been having fun with it. I've been experimenting with the tone. I think the only downsides is there is that little scuff right there, and often when I'm playing something, depending on what I'm playing, sometimes the thick strings just slap against the fretboard too much, but I think that Allen key neck adjustment thing fixes that. I just have to get that sorted out. I still have to try out the electronic stuff. I don't have an amp, but when I do get one, I will check that out. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. I might be very sweaty and out of breath right now because I just went skateboarding. But yeah, I hope you have a great day. If you're going back to school, good luck. I am trying to manage it all. And the link for the ukulele will be in the description, and as well as some more details and stuff. But thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you again. See ya. It's like I give it a 3 out of 3. I give it 9 stars. I give it 9 Donkey Kong. I'll probably give it 5 Luigis. I'll probably give it 4 Luigis and 3 Marios out of 7 Donkey Kongs. Yeah.